Hello and welcome to Brotato and the Paws and Claws update. So we have the Beastmaster here as the new character from that update. You can't equip weapons, plus 2% speed for every permanent one pet you have. Pet damage also scales with melee damage, range damage, elemental damage and engineering, and also gets plus 10 luck. So let's see how we fare with the Beastmaster here. So we have as options here 4 starting pets. One of them being, the first one being the Bog Dog. And all of these, like that description just said, do seem to scale with every single thing basically. We also have the Catling Gun, the Blazemander, and the Bot O' Mine. Alright, let's make it random here. And go with Danger 5. So this is certainly kind of a change of pace to how Brotato normally plays, when you don't actually have any weapons. A little bit as if the character was a pacifist. Anyway, so let's see if I can get some harvesting. I can. Okay, so I need to remember that every single damage stat matters. I think I'll re-roll this one. So getting that -1 elemental damage from the last duck is potentially semi-bad. Actually don't know if the scared sausage will affect the pets. My assumption is that it won't, so I will not get that. For now I will be fine, even if I don't find something that immediately improves my chances of killing the enemies. I suppose I'll skip the last duck, but let's get that scar there. Okay, this one is good, the mutation. Let's lock that down. So far, of course, this is very, very easy. That will change though. Just avoid the enemies and pick up the cash. Alright, plus 2 melee damage is okay. I suppose I'll just go with that. Get some damage going. And this is excellent. Another pet. Ratzilla. Sure. Let's keep the mutation there. And I guess the boiling water is pretty decent as well. Let's lock it. Some more speed from a beanie, also decent. But I'll not lock it down. This is a fantastic game to waste half an hour or 20 minutes on. I find myself coming back to Brotato every now and again, and I still don't actually have the DLC for it. So Insanity I don't think does anything. The crit chance, I believe, only affects my character, and yeah, I don't have any weapons. So let's recycle that. I could also ban it, but let's just recycle it. Okay. Let's take the luck here, and yeah. Dodge, plus 9. Pretty good. 3 die in 1 hit, doesn't matter. Dog Moth Pet. Okay, that's a bit expensive. Perhaps I'll skip that. Let's get the plant. Skip it for now, at least. Alien Worm is decent. Yeah, some more max HP would be nice to have. I will lock it down and then we'll just go. So ideally I can get dodge maxed out, as well as a lot of armor and HP regen. Well, as well as a ton of pets that can deal with my enemies. I need to actually pay attention to not die already, despite it being merely wave 4. Let's pick those green things up. Green is a good color. There we are. Okay, more dodge would be nice, more damage would be nice as well. I'll go with the dodge this time. Engineering, that works. So let's double check here. Pet damage scales with melee, range damage, elemental damage, and engineering. Yeah. And as far as I know, but I could be wrong, it doesn't get affected by crit chance, for example, or percentage damage. I've been wrong multiple times in the past on many things, so always take everything I say with a grain of salt. Anyways. Riposte works. 100% chance to deal damage when dodging as well. I'll take that. Cute monkey is cute, but I think I'd like to keep my damage. Bonk dog, let's lock it down. So far this is, I wouldn't say difficult, but definitely more challenging than the Brotato that can actually have a weapon, which is all of them, I think. Right, plenty of enemies left alive, sadly. Mayhaps we can change that for the future waves. Let's take some more melee damage. Let's take the pet. Let's also take a lemonade, why not? Ratzilla, yes, thank you. Let's lock down the hedgehog. I do love minion builds in games, usually. In Diablo 2, for example, my favorite class was always the Necromancer. I've made many of those. And I'm about to die, and I'm dead. Just as I said that. Anyways, let's restart. Somewhat disappointing to die there. Let's see if I can do any better here. Definitely could have manually dodged better. Okay, please do something, pet. Thank you. Yeah, I guess I need to, like, lure them into my pet at the start at least, when there's not that many enemies around. Okay, let's take the melee damage here. Reroll this. Let's take a Ratzilla. I could also go into engineering, I suppose. Sure. Let's lock that turret down. Anyways, like I was saying, I do love minion builds. That's what I played on my Grim Dawn playthrough as well on the channel. So it's definitely very nice that they added this Brotato. Can't really play it as lazily as I can play a Necromancer in Diablo. Have to run for my life all the time. Let's take some engineering here. Let's go partly into that. Okay, tempted by the mushroom, but it's a tad expensive. Let's skip it. Lock that down though and take the book. Let's take some speed this time with the beanie. Bag is a little bit tempting, but I will pass. Can't have everything I'd like. Have to make some tough choices every now and again. Also, ideally, I will let my pet there get the majority of the drops, as it has a chance of doubling its value. Okay, scared sausages here. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if this works. It just says attacks, so my assumption is it won't do anything. I guess I could find out. Let's take it. Alright, let's take some harvesting and let's take some dodge. Okay, lens, that's +1 damage for 29. That feels a little bit steep. I'll still take it though. Alright, here we are at wave 4 again. Haven't read up on this character how you're supposed to play it, but yeah, I'll do my best. So if I'm missing something that is perhaps even somewhat obvious, then so be it. Anyways, let's be greedy here, which is something that perhaps will backfire, but I'll take some more harvesting. Let's also take speed, so I can run away bravely. Shady potion is very, very tempting. Can I get away with it, though? When I might need more killing power instead. I'll risk it. Guess I could get the mushroom, but let's not. Peaceful bee, no. Auto mine, lock that down. And also landmines, take that. Ouch. Need to be careful. Need to pay attention. Okay, propeller hat. Sure, why not? Plus 10 harvesting. Okay, getting really, really greedy taking this, but I can't resist when it's a 3. Tier 3 upgrade. Weird Ghost I will skip. I don't have any healing currently. How about a spicy sauce? Can work, but I think I will pass. It's too expensive. Let's take another book. Okay, lemonade. Yeah, sure. And the scar also a little bit expensive, but I guess I'll take it. Let's lock down the Ratzilla. Wave 6. The low max health as well as the lack of armor will potentially do me in at some point. That or human error. Now I guess I should mainly blame the human error part. Threading the needle. Could also walk into my own mines, but when I have to dodge all the time manually, that is, it gets a little bit tricky. And even one of those enemies can deal so much damage. Harvesting upgrade is here again. I don't think I'll take it this time. Let's instead reroll and try to get something that boosts my survivability. Okay, +3 engineering, kind of. +9% speed, yes. Take those. I cannot take a blood donation. I would die. So let's not. Duct tape, I suppose, will be a take. As well as the wasp here. Broken mouth. I suppose, yes. Though maybe, yeah, I should have taken the Ratzilla first instead. Can I take a celery tea? Is it a good idea? Might be too much of a risk. I will pass. Feels like I'm struggling a little bit. Certainly, the character is extremely fast now, though. But I can't, for example, kill these stupid alien eggs before they hatch. I just have to rely on my pets and... Okay. Also, let's try to focus. This is definitely not an easy game, though I do know of more difficult ones. Kind of have to take damage here every now and again, but it seems we made it. So it gets a little bit difficult steering the character when it's so damn quick. Okay, I think I'll go with dodge here. I will need some HP regen probably at some point, but I don't know. Priorities. Have to choose something. Repentir. That would be pretty good, actually, I think. Sure. Elemental damage, jelly shield. Well, let's take the jelly shield first. So far, I'm not getting that much out of the engineering, but maybe that will change. Obviously, it does increase the pet damage, though. Right. +3 elemental damage, sure. Harvesting is here yet again. I think I'll just take the max HP. I need to make sure I actually survive to benefit from any harvesting. Let's get another Ratzilla. Baby elephant is another way of dealing damage. Sure. I would imagine it also counts if my pet picks up materials. Let's get the boiling water, and I'll also get the bag. Okay, I'll lock down the dangerous bunny as well as the Catling gun, and let's go, wave 9. Landmine's actually doing work here. On second thought, let's not go that way. Let's go this way. I love how Brotato gives you so many options for gameplay in the characters as well as the way you can build them. Scala 4 plus 5 engineering, sure. Harvesting upgrade is here yet again. Let's instead take the melee damage here. Take that, and there's also a turret. Let's take that. Skip the blindfold. Coupon, yes. Mutation, yes. 3, yes. How about a strange book? Yes, that seems to be worth it. Plus 1 engineering for every permanent 1 elemental damage you have. Does lower my melee and range damage though. But only by 1, so sure. Another coupon and another Ratzilla. I'll take the Ratzilla first. There's also a Blazemander. And a cake. I'll lock everything down here. Okay, 30 max health. An elite will appear on wave 11. I will just have to run away, of course. I don't believe we have enough damage to kill it. Maybe, though. Also, it actually does look like the burning is working via the pet attacks. At least there's some kind of burning effect going on. Alright, getting hectic. The level of chaos, of course, will only increase. Made it. Alien tongue. Sure. Okay, I don't need more speed. Let's instead dodge up to 24% there. Take all of that. Skip the sunglasses. Even more speed is offered here. I don't think so. Let's instead take another rat. And a Blazemander. Okay, Dog Moth. When the player is inside its aura, their HP regen and lifesteal are doubled. Well, that won't help me. However, there is a fairy right next to it. Plus 1 HP regen for every different tier 1 item you have. Minus 3 though for every tier 4 item. But obviously, yes. And now I can actually benefit from the Dog Moth. It is a bit steep though, so I will again pass. Alright, here's the elite. I'm definitely quick enough to run away. Or am I? Damn it. It can't be hit very many times anymore. Well, not in quick succession, that is. As both my armor and HP are a bit low. Well, armor is I think 0, so yeah. Anyways, after I've done this, I should actually find out for realsies exactly what effects help with the pets. Because like I said, it kind of looked like that the... Anyways, wave complete. Yay. Okay, this time I will take the Peaceful Bee because of the HP regen boost as well. And it also, well, obviously I want the dodge and harvesting. Okay, more melee damage, sure. Okay, this time this is starting to be a little bit late. Can I resist plus 12 harvesting here? No, I'll take it. I'll take it. Tyler is here. Anyway, like I was saying earlier, I will, I guess, actually read up on exactly what effects affect the pets here. because, yes, like I said, also I'll take the Weird Ghost this time. Because it definitely looks like that some effects that I didn't believe that would affect the pets actually perhaps do have an effect. So I might be fundamentally misunderstanding some things. Anyways, I'll take the fertilizer because I can get more HP regen out of that as well. Do I take the claw tree? I suppose I will. Nail. +5 engineering. Weapon and pet damage scales with engineering. Okay, yes. Always be reading things. Something that I occasionally neglect. Okay, now I really need to try to make sure I don't actually die. Well, that always applies, but started this wave with 0. And I did take damage from something there. Really would like to have some more armor. And slash or more max HP. At least my understanding was that the Burning Hands, or whatever the hell it's called, doesn't actually affect your turrets. But if it also affects... If it actually affects pets, then... Well, I don't know. It just says attacks, so does it count? Anyway, Alien Baby, +50 max HP, but enemies get more health. I'll take it. Another rat. Baby with a beard. I have 2 range damage. I don't need range myself. Could just recycle it though. I might be able to get range damage, I guess, so sure, let's take it. And... yeah, let's take this for the HP regen. Reroll that. More speed is offered. I have definitely enough speed. Okay, maybe I should have taken something, but here we go. Kind of rewarded with that max HP. Oh, piggy bank. Even more ways to be greedy. I will take it, but we'll see how much I actually get out of it. Okay, I'll lock down this turret, even if it's not necessarily even all that helpful, but anyway. And not then again, I have a free reroll. Let's reroll then. Sharp bullet. Nah. So I suppose that might also affect my pets. If I had to guess, I would guess that it does affect them. But anyway. I am a very ignorant person, it seems. But at least I've learned in my old age to not make too many assumptions. Something that I was guilty of in my younger days. More often, at least. Anyways, try to survive this, which means I have to pay attention. Back in Diablo 2, in the early days, when I played those Necromancer characters, I pretty much always went with Corpse Explosion. It was kind of discouraged, at least if you listen to other people, to just go with something like the Golem build, and I suppose they had a point back then when not everything was quite as balanced. Anyways, armors here. Sure, let's get that up to 4. Anyways, usually I prefer those super lazy builds. Like I said, this can't really be called that lazy, because I do need to run around so much. Okay, I'll take the compass. Skip the padding. Leather vest, yes. Incendiary turret, yes. Also, yes, I have a piggy bank, so let's be greedy and save the rest of my materials. There's a little bit of lag at the start of waves. Not sure why. Anyways, in a game like this, you obviously do want that challenge, and the challenge of this character comes from not letting the enemies kill you, obviously, which means you have to run around and dodge them. So far, at least, difficulty-wise, this has been, I think, slightly tougher than the average Brotato character. At this point, it's becoming pretty much impossible to avoid all the enemies. There we go. Law tree. Just recycle it. Okay, more dodge. Up to 43. Weird food. That lowers my dodge, but yes. Toxic sludge also does the same, but yes. Let's take the mushroom, let's take the metal detector. Jelly shield is here. Plant is here, sure. Take the landmass as well. Alright, I'll be greedy again with the piggy bank. Let's go. Though I should have rerolled there, as it was free. Keep on making those mistakes, even if they are kind of minor. I am merely human. Excellent work, pets. I am very proud of you. There we are. Wave 15 done, and I'm doing pretty well, I'd say. Over 1,000 materials as well. Okay, reroll this. And okay, I don't want any of that, I guess. Let's take +4 elemental damage. Okay, this is +1 region, but is that worthwhile? For 47. I will take the alien eyes. Another way of dealing with enemies. Chameleon. Now, I don't want to be standing still, though. So I think this is not necessarily worth it. I'll skip both of these items. Take the boiling water, though. Take the defective steroids and take the duct tape. So Elite will appear on wave 17. I'll be greedy again. Greed is good, at least if Gordon Gecko is to be believed. Maybe he shouldn't be believed, though. We can determine that based on the hindsight after the run is over, in one way or other. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Lens. Yes. More engineering. More things. Yes, all of the things. Thank you. Ugly tooth. Now this, I believe, will work with anything, basically, so I will take that. It's also +1 regen. Alloy. That is insanely good for this character. Yes, though it does come with downside, but still, yes. Wandering bot. Probably yes. As well as this. I'll get both of these. We are about to go into the elite anyway. Also get the rat there. Okay, these I will skip. Let's reroll. Tractor is, I believe, too late by now, though I might, once again, just be assuming. Definitely feels like it's too late when it's after wave 16. I think I'll pass on all of this. Okay, let's see how we do against this elite. Will we actually get a kill this time? Doesn't really matter if we do or not, though obviously getting the kill means an easier time later on. Okay, and once again taking damage, kind of needlessly. Let's try to focus. There we go. Dynamite, sure. And it seems we did get the kill. I didn't actually pay enough attention to know for realsies. Wolf helmet. So that's both good and bad. Is it good enough to take? I guess it is. +10 elemental damage, -5 engineering, +20 luck, and also get the penalty for it being a tier 4 item, but I think this is worth it. Right, and +12 max HP, yes, thank you. And yet another rat. Garden, Don't think that's necessarily something I want to spend my money on, but it's not bad. Let's take the reinforced steel. I want spicy sauce at this point. I think I do. With the garden that would be better, but anyway. Wave 18. Will we make it to the end? I believe we will. The damage is good. Survivability seems to be pretty good as well. Most of the enemies definitely don't get to live for long. Another turret. Weird ghost. Now I could get away with that, but there's no reason to take the risk. Okay, and get more dodge. Get a Tyler. Yeah, sure. I'll skip the scope. Seems a little bit low of a boost. Take the hedgehog though. Dog moth. Yeah, let's take it. Weird food. Sure. And yeah, let's go. Wave 19. Can I actually now just stand still? It seems I probably can. My pets are efficient enough at this point. Well, here we go. It seems the lazy Petmancer build has been achieved. I'll go and pick some materials up though. At some point. Anyways, took a while, but it seems we made it. We have made it. Okay, let's pick a few materials up here. Okay, I don't want any of that. How about some more HP regen? Speed and engineering, sure. Yeah, the scarce sausage, yes, it has dealt damage. Let's take another one. So, yeah. Next one is the last wave. Sure, I'll take a toxic sludge. Let's also take another turret. I'll skip the fuel tank. Eye surgery, sure. And more things. This one though, nah. This one, yes. Also the handcuffs, yes. Definitely yes. Okay, too late for you, coupon. There we go. Now the question is, how long will we survive? Can we kill the bosses here? My wager is yes. Both. Would be a damn shame to die now, and I'm actually struggling. Need to focus. Which means I'll shut up. Now there we go. The Beastmaster has made it. And I've unlocked the Scapegoat, a unique pet. Spawns a Scapegoat pet that moves around the map and gets targeted by enemies instead of the player. When it dies, the player can revive it by standing next to it. Interesting. Anyways. There we go. I do like the Beastmaster, a nice addition to Brotato. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.